Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Stay with me and we'll make these tasty cocktail meatballs together. And you can make them even in hot weather because I'm doing these ones on the barbecue. But first, you might want to check out my new cookbook. Hi everyone, I just want to introduce my new cookbook to you. It's called Best Recipes with Sharon, Homemade Meals and Appetizers Made Easy. There's something in this for everybody. Go ahead and get your copy. Thank you so much for your support. This helps keep the channel alive. Thank you. There's a quick link to the Amazon page provided in the description below this video. Alright, so let's get on to doing today's featured recipe. Start by placing 1 pound of lean ground beef in a large mixing bowl. Then crack open 1 large egg and add that to the ground beef. Then go ahead and crush some soda crackers, and I use the salted ones. I place them in a Ziploc bag and crush them with the rolling pin, and make sure they're nice and fine like this. So we'll measure out about 1/2 cup of the crushed crackers, and then add that to the meat mixture. Now then, add about 1/3 cup of finely chopped sweet onion. Give it a little bit of a mix together, and here I think we need a little bit more moisture, so add 2 tablespoons of water. And this will help it all cling together nicely, as you can see right here. Now we're going to add a little bit of seasoning of salt and pepper, and give it a good sprinkle of each of them, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 teaspoon each. And go ahead and stir that once again, making sure that it's well distributed. Using clean hands, pinch up a little bit of the meat mixture and roll it between your hands to make small balls. Remember, these are going to be cocktail meatballs, so they need to be about 1 inch. Place your meatballs on a greased cookie sheet. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to do up about half of the meatballs, but the sauce will be enough for the whole batch. So you're going to end up with probably 3 or 4 dozen of these, or a total of about 40 meatballs. Depends on the size of your barbecue or your oven. You may have to do 2 batches on 2 separate cookie sheets, but I'll let you be the judge of that. I didn't want to put them too close together on the cookie sheet because I wanted to allow some room for them to cook and to be able to flip them over, so I think I started with about 30 here. Preheat the barbecue to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and place your pan on the grill and let's get cooking. I can't wait until these are done. They are so good. While these are cooking, check them frequently. It only takes a few minutes because the heat is so high and because they're only small meatballs. So in about 10 minutes or so, they'll start to brown underneath, and you'll go ahead and flip them over and let them continue to cook for another 10 to 12 minutes or so. Now then, I'll give you the recipe for doing the sauce for these. You could go ahead and do the sauce while the meat's cooking, or make it up ahead. Alright, so here you go. Are you ready for this? This is what makes these so yummy. Start with pure seedless raspberry jam. You'll need about 1/2 cup of this. You'll also need 1/2 cup of red chili pepper jelly. Now if you can't find this or don't have it available to you, you could substitute with jellied cranberries. Get started by placing that in your mixing bowl. Now move on to using some chili sauce. Oh, and you'll need about 3/4 cup of that. Take your spoon and mix that all together. Don't worry if it looks a little bit lumpy. Now go ahead and add a tablespoon of brown sugar. And just to finish it off nicely, add about 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. I have lemon juice from the bottle here, but you can use freshly squeezed lemon juice if you have that available. And once again, go ahead and mix that together. Don't worry about the lumps like I said, and the reason for that is because it will melt when you put it over the heat anyway. Alright, we got lots happening here, so let's get right to it. Now I'm going to use the side burner on my barbecue, and I'm going to pour the sauce into the frying pan. use a large non-stick frying pan and turn the heat on high. Heat the sauce until it starts to bubble, giving it a good stir while you're waiting. This will serve as a great glaze over top of these meatballs. So we're going to take the meatballs now and we'll add them directly to the sauce and continue to simmer it until they cook through a little bit more. Only for about another 5 minutes once the meatballs are in there though. And give it a good stir to make sure that all the meatballs get glazed evenly. This smells so good right about now. Alright, so they're done now and we can go ahead and serve them up. Then place a few party picks in them to make it easier to serve. And lightly sprinkle the tops with some dried parsley. If you have a little fresh herbs grown in your garden, grab a little sprig of that and set it on the side. Thanks for watching today's episode, and if you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and thanks so much for your subscribing. And until next time, happy eating!